Hello again. This is Dr. Arnie Shapiro with session 11 of my series, Breathing Easy, Brief Relaxation Techniques for Busy People. The title of today's session is Review Session A. I intend to review 5 techniques today. I will include the technique that was done in the last session, but I will start with my first 4 techniques. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that these are brief relaxation techniques. They take a minute or less, most of them, and they are for busy people. They are to be used in the breaks of the day, the transition points in the day. You can fit 1 or 2 minutes of practice 3 or 4 times a day in the following possibilities. When you first wake up, when you go to sleep, before you have a meal, and when you get home. Those are ideal transition points in the day when a relaxation technique of a minute long or 2 minutes long can be done ideally. You'll get better and better at the techniques. You'll build up a repertoire, and you'll have them at your disposal. These are techniques that use relaxors to induce the relaxation response. The relaxors are soothers. The main relaxors are soothing images, soothing words, soothing touch, and soothing breathing. What I mean by soothing breathing is breathing that has the qualities of deep, slow, smooth, and rhythmic. So a relaxation technique consists of a sequence of relaxors. So when we start our review of the first technique, you'll see that it's a sequence of 5 different techniques into one, each using relaxors. So it is called Go to Your Cabin. It uses the letters of the word cabin, C-A-B-I-N, to be the sequence that you follow. And it takes about a minute. So we start with C, which means close your eyes. The act of closing your eyes is excellent because it gives your brain a rest from all the visual stimulation that it has to process day long. The next letter is A. A is adjust your posture. You want to have a decent chair in a sitting position. You want a decent chair that gives you some support for your back so that you can, without too much effort, have a neutral up and down spine and the head balanced over the spine. So that's the main posture. But look at other parts of your body and see if you're holding tension anywhere else that you can release. Check your face, check your hands. Look for places where you're holding tension that you don't have to hold. Release it. So that's adjust your posture. B is breathe slowly and deeply, 3 good breaths. I prefer a 4 count, so I will lead you in a 4 count for 3 breaths. We'll start with an in, 2, 3, 4, filling the lungs, out, 2, 3, 4, emptying the lungs. In, 2, 3, 4, let the belly come out on the in breath. Out, 2, 3, 4, let the belly come back in on the out breath. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now we're up to letter I, which is imagine a peaceful scene. In your mind's eye, go to a peaceful place and note the qualities of that place that make it peaceful. The letter N stands for nurture yourself. So in this technique, we do 10 seconds of a nurturing touch, simply just doing circles of soothing pressure on the back of your neck. You are the judge of what is soothing to you. And then lower your hands and open your eyes. So we will go to the next technique now. The next technique now comes from a book by Thich Nhat Hanh, and the title of the technique is Wonderful Moment. It's a 1-minute technique. It uses words inserted into the breathing process. The inhale gets a word, the exhale gets a word, 6 breaths worth of inserting words into the breath. I will lead you through it, and we will start with in breath, and the word is I'm breathing in. Out breath, I'm breathing out. In breath, deep. Out breath, slow. In breath, calm. Out breath, ease. In breath, smile. Out breath, release. In breath, present moment. Out breath, wonderful moment. Then you open your eyes, and we're ready for the third technique. The third technique is less than a minute long. It's 18 seconds long. It consists of a 6-second sequence that you repeat 3 times. The 6-second sequence goes like this. It's an in-breath of 3 seconds in which you raise your shoulders and smile. And in the out-breath, 3 seconds in which you lower the shoulders and soften the lips. In-breath, raise the shoulders and smile. Out-breath, lower the shoulders, soften the lips. In-breath, raise the shoulders and smile. Out-breath, lower the shoulders and soften the lips. So we've just had 2 techniques that have smile in them. And I'm going to say that I consider smile a relaxor. So you can insert that into techniques. The next technique is very different. It has a different breathing style. We've been using yogic breathing styles. This one is a departure from that. This one is called Lamaze breathing, and it was published by Dr. Lamaze, 1950, that a woman and her partner could use for childbirth contractions. Childbirth contractions are about 1 minute long. They are painful. What to do during that 1 minute discomfort? You're riding the pain with this special kind of breathing. So this special kind of breathing consists of the following. An in-breath of 4 seconds, filling your lungs through your nose. An out-breath, 4 seconds through the mouth, windy, making your lips a little closer to make it windy. Then a hold of the breath. Do nothing. Count of 4. 3, 4. In-breath through the nose, deep. Out-breath through the mouth, windy. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In through the nose, deep. Out through the mouth, windy. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In through the nose. Deep. Out through the mouth. Windy. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Final breath. Then resume normal breathing. So it's a bigger, bolder technique. It's loud. It varies from the others, but you add it to your repertoire, and sometimes this is the one you'll use. If you're very tense and you have a minute chance to do this one, it will work because it's big and bold. The more subtle ones can follow this. Okay, now I'm going to do a review of the last session, which was called Nurture Yourself. So it's a bigger self-nurturance than we've already done in the cabin technique. This one's like 2 or 2.5 minutes of self-nurturing. So it involves the trapezius, the upper shoulders here, the neck, the scalp, and the face. And we will massage them with soothing strokes. You determine what's soothing to you. So we will start with the right trapezius with the left hand. Place the left hand there and use the pads of the fingers and the heel of the hand to make some squeezes of the right upper trapezius. You don't need to use your thumb. And give yourself about 1 squeeze per second and about 8 to 10 seconds. So 8 or 10 squeezes with your eyes closed, concentrating on the sensations. Then switch it around, right hand, left trapezius, and do the same thing. You determine the pressure. Okay, now we're going to massage the back of the neck. To do that, we'll take the middle 3 fingers of each hand, place them on the big bone at the bottom of the neck, the nape of the neck. Walk the fingers out 1.25 inches till you're over muscle, and start circular strokes there. Just give yourself circular soothing strokes. You determine the depth, about 8 or 10 circles. You can continue good breathing while you're doing this. Then reposition the fingers 1 finger's width higher. We'll call this the middle portion of the neck. We're going to give circles to the mid portion of the neck muscles with good breathing. Then reposition the fingers 1 finger's width higher. We'll call this the upper portion of the neck muscles. And we'll do the same thing with good breathing. Now, if you positioned upward again, you might be contacting your scalp. And in fact, go ahead and make circles on the scalp, but this time they are on the surface and they are like a shampoo. So shampoo circles of the lower scalp. And actually start working your way up the back of the head gradually with the circles until you reach the top of the back of the head, and then go forward with it. Go forward with the circles towards the front of the scalp. And then work on the sides of the scalp. So you're covering the whole scalp, and it's just like a shampoo. And then you can fix up your hair. And then we're ready for the next part of the massage, which is the face. We're going to take imaginary actor's makeup, dip into a jar of that, place the jar down, share it with the other hand, and start applying the actor's makeup to your forehead. And then include, the temples and the upper cheekbones and the cheeks and towards the nose. Don't work on your eyes at all, but you're putting the actor's makeup on the upper half of your face, spreading it out. Now dip into the jar, close it, and share it with the other hand, and then do the lower half of the face. Just apply the makeup. You can do the upper lip below the nose, not the lips itself. Then you can do the chin, you can do the lower cheeks, the jaw, and then you'll have the makeup applied to the lower half of your face. Now use light brush strokes to smooth it out. So you're going to start on the top and use very light brush strokes to smooth it out. Okay, then put your hands down, keep your eyes closed, and note the sensations that have occurred as a result of this massaging our upper trapezius, our neck, our scalp, and our face. Note that perhaps there is a sense of warmth in these places. They are more relaxed. You have done self nurturance. You deserve self nurturance. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So I will review more techniques next time. I would invite you to like these techniques and subscribe to this station. And I'll see you next time.